Really could be. Let's see if they go to the engagement. Seeing split out. Oh, big shot.
Team Secret take the safe choice here towards the bottom of Mount Everest and actually hold on to the compound down there. But in this situation, RRQ are in a far better spot gambling on the circle heading over here, which is unreal, by the way, but they will have a fantastic time for it. GXR Celts, they've managed to get one insurgent towards the top side in terms of rocks, and that's about it.
Baldus the Murder guarding the bridge. Gil trying to swerve, trying to get out of the way, but it's not going to happen. Viru tries to answer, but Marvi sending it across is unlucky as well. Orange Rock down to one, just Viru on the other side of the river. Low HP, he's forced to go for the heal. Will be able to get that first aid off, but he's spotted out, and again, it's just going to be wiped, and that is going to be Orange Rock eliminated. GXR Celts went down as well. Plenty of kills starting to pop off.
In the meantime, Rox has been taken down from on top of the rocks of Mount Everest by TSMNT, who are now trying to vibe a position on top of Mount Everest, but Orange Rock there just removed by Baldus the Murder, and you have to admit, Baldus the Murder have been taking some very risky moves, but it's been paying off with the mechanical skill on board.
Here, Gamers eliminated. Double team there from Team Secret and Nova Godlike. I think Nova Godlike able to steal away quite a few of those kills as well. So a nice pickup for them. Team Secrets, they are in the circle. They have a compound on that eastern side.
Let's take a minute, though, to see what's going on the top of Mount Everest.
Hang on a
Look
minute.
at that, okay.
Bigatron just wiped out Nova Godlike.
That was instantaneous. There's been some seriously fast squad wipes this game. It feels like we're playing on fast forward at the moment. TSMNT still looking for position, but Yoodoo Gank also moving up Mount Everest. And why wouldn't you? There's really nowhere else to play at the moment. So I'm very curious to see where the next circle does head off to. And if we do actually get that fabled Mount Everest finish. You see here, this is the compound I was talking about from Team Secret. It's the safe play where you're not expecting the circle to land on top of Mount Everest, and it gives you a fairly decent position. Mantoy just playing forward scout here, trying to prevent BTR from getting into the circle. We are already down to 33 alive and 9 teams remaining on circle 4, John.
Yoodoo Gank really struggling to summit the mountain at the moment. 2 players got knocked. They managed to get 1 res off, and they'll be looking for that next to keep all 3 of their remaining players alive. But unfortunately, Fredo not going to be revived here. So 2 players for Yoodoo Gank on the northern side of Everest.
Can't forget about Team IND, though, who will be heavily looted up from Sosnovka military base. Pretty much got the pick of the litter down there, and they've moved on their way up. They are very much next to Megastars. You can see Vexy, the star player from this team, is currently down, crawling back towards his teammates. So they're in a slightly rough position without the best of compounds that Team IND currently have obtained for themselves.
Road, so they're relatively covered. Box Gaming did spot them out. They'll be aware of that location, but now Bigatron are definitely going to know that Box are in the area, and Team Secrets, they spotted out Bigatron as well. A lot of damage and a lot of red health bars there for Bigatron.
Goodness.
The circle shift comes in, Blank.
It is the fabled finish, so we will be landing on top of Mount Everest. It's time to get that hike on for the boys in the lobby. TSMNT on the eastern side, they'll have a pretty easy approach here, but currently RRQ in a really strong position. They've got D2E, trying to prevent people from coming back from the western side. Beer 11 now moving over to try and give him some support, but they will have all teams looking at them atop Kings of the Hill right now.
RRQ have a difficult task ahead of them, but there's plenty more difficulty going on right now in the southeastern field. This push is going to be deadly, Blank. I would be surprised if any of these teams makes it across, to be honest.
You are just going to get shot at. I think the saving grace is the fact that all these teams on top of Mount Everest will be worrying about getting pushed on as soon as they start taking shots towards the bottom of the mountain. I think more than anything, it's going to be these teams pushing up towards Mount Everest, which are going to be shooting at one another. Box Gaming tries to take position here, moving forward. BTR just gets in line with them, now takes shots off. That's Luxy hitting Pime. Pime goes down.
RRQ defending the top of the mountain as well against TSM Entity, but Loki able to trade off with Bigatron. Luxy falls on the ridge side. The blue is pushing right now, Blank, which means they do not have a lot of time. Pime is basically done for here. They can't invest that time, get them into the circle. It's just not going to work. They're going to slow it down. They don't want to lose any more than they have to. Micro Boy spots ahead, but it's ducked behind cover as soon as it pops. TSM Entity trying to crest the ridge, but Team Secret playing spoiler now from the eastern side. They've made that push across to the mountain, and they've got a bit of cover, but they're not in the sun.
Zed got down, and Mantoy is taking a hefty flank here, but look at Team Secret. They're just swarming onto this position.
Oh, it's such a difficult push to make as well, and you've got ROQ just sat there waiting, sitting pretty right now. Up they go, Bigatron trying to make the push as well. They've looking to take on ROQ right at the
Okay.
hang on a minute, it's a four-man crash. G9 goes down first. Bigatron rattle into the fight. They are not going to go down easily. Ryzen, however, has been knocked on the back. Nade cooking for Microboy. Wants to send it up towards RRQ, towards Beer, and the nade is blocked. Oh, it's a double knock for Bigatron onto RRQ. It's just D2E on the summit, and Microboy has another in the back pocket. D2E found. Beer taking down the half HP on the res. D2E getting pushed on. It's Zuxi, goes for the spray, and RRQ are taken down. Bigatron claimed the top of Everest.
We hear you, we see you, Bigatron. What a push from you guys, straight up the hill from a nade in hand, an explosive ending there to that fight. But still, it's all on the line. Bigatron may have claimed the crown atop the hill, but how long can they hold on to it for as Team Secret start to crest up onto their position? Nexo comes through, heads towards the east side. Currently, Yoodoo actually hold on to prime position here towards the bottom of the mountain. Team Secret will have to push up, as will Box Gaming, but we can't count Team IND out yet. They're still on the western side, biding their time, John, waiting.
Goodness me, that fight, so indicative of what's been going on this game. A single nade causing an avalanche of events that plays into a rapid squad wipe. Beautiful stuff. Now Bigatron have to move across the top of this ridge, but IND are at their back.
They are going to make it a slightly more difficult. Ryzen is down. They're just waiting
nades,
to take the
smokes.
push. Like you say, smokes, nades, the bombardment begins. We'll see how far Team IND can take this one. They look how looted up. Freeze across the board for Trans, and that's what you get from coming from Sosnovka and not taking any fights whatsoever. All of the resources are full, but you can see BTR, the vests are starting to take damage. How much longer can they hold on to this position? That is the question I will keep asking.
T1, they've just been chilling on this other side, but Bigatron, they want to start to push in, and they will find a knock on towards Box. I think they managed to get the flush as well, as Zuxi does get traded out by Loki on the nade. Team IND choose this time to make that push, and so do Box. Look how close they are. They've taken the same route Bigatron did before, and with Zuxi being knocked, there's no one to go for that first face. Team IND pushing onto the position as well. All four of them are there. A single nade might turn the tides, but Blank, Bigatron, they still need to move across.
This is seriously courageous from Box Gaming. They know there's a fight going on up here with two teams, but they're priming themselves in position to try and clean up the scraps here. But Team IND, they are not losing members whatsoever. And at this rate, it's going to be Box Gaming going 2v4. Luxy, though, still alive, finds the one.
18 bullets, make that 9, goes for the reload, the flush will be there. Team IND dispatching with Box as well in the meantime as Luxy finally falls. As Bigatron eliminated. 5 teams remaining. A single player from Box, Loki, heading down the side of the mountain, but he'll need to get to the other side as the blue zone will push them in. IND now taking shots on towards Team Secret on the hillside.
Box Gaming's Trickster in Loki. Let's see how many cards he still has to pull from the sleeve. But Snack's still searching for him. Hasn't found him as of yet, but we'll have to move to soon. Oh no! Find the single pick. No, Snack's just about makes it happen. A beautiful turnaround from him, but Team IND are looking strong in this circle. Team Secret, the only real other force to contend against them.
Dropping the smokes out on top of the ridgeline as they move along. They want that high ground advantage, but it's going to be so difficult to use. It's just a sliver. The next zone just about to pop as well, just about to come in as IND move towards Mad Toy. They have the top of this rock. The next zone goes slap bang on top of the forward position from Team Secret.
And this would be a really important game for Team Secret, especially at the start of the day. They're currently in 8th. It would be a really good chance to start getting that money on board to get towards the top of the tables. IND take heavy damage towards the top side, and still there's 3 players from Team Secret up.
Never has there been a more accurate example of cash money knocks right here, Blank. That was absolutely phenomenal. Down. The last player up the top as T1 get dispatched from the side of the mountain. Team IND eliminated, and now we're down to 2. It's Yoodoo Gank who have survived by hiding on this northern side of Everest, coming up against 4 players from Team Secret. All of them alive, all of them kicking. They've got 12 kills already, Blank.
Yoodoo Gank, they're battered and bruised from the previous fights here. Team Secret, on the other hand, they're feeling healthy. They're feeling rosy and strong here with the 4 members still on board. Yuhai searching for these players, and they have the firm high ground to assist them here. And this, like I said, will be a fantastic start to the day for Team Secret to start laddering up, to start climbing towards the top with 11 kills on board, John.
Drax trying to push up towards the Darcia. Slips down just a little bit, but will make it finally, using the cover, trying to to use that ridge line. He's spotted out, slips down yet again. Can't go for that peak. And look at the line that Team Secret have set up. There is no way that Yoodoo can push into this, right?
There's absolutely no way. All of the action of this game happened earlier on, and really now it is just the patient sound of a team waiting to die.
Goodness me. That's a pretty grim effect at the hands of Team Secret. I wouldn't expect it to go any other way. Mamparang gets knocked. It's Drax out in the blue. He's going to tick down. And it's Team Secret to take the chicken dinner. They get 13 kills.